Hey guys, Kaishiniko here, and I'm showing you my Constellar deck profile. It's a really fun deck. I love playing it. It's a lot of stuff that can happen in it, a lot of stuff to control the field, and it works out pretty well. And I'll probably be playing this when Hidden Arsenal 7 comes out on April 19th, because I've already got 3 boxes pre-ordered, so I'm happy to get those, and hopefully I'll get all the XYZs I need, and then all the monsters I need, of course. So let's start off. It's 1 BLS, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, 3 Constellar Algieri, 3 Constellar Kaus, 3 Constellar Leonis, 3 Constellar Pollux, and 2 Constellar Siat, 1 Night Assailant, 1 Torbus, 2 Tor Guides, 1 Tragodia, 1 Dark Hole, 2 Fire Formation Tenki, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 MSTs, 2 Photon Lead, 1 Pot of Avarice, 2 Pot of Duality, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Warning, and then for the extra deck, 1 Adrius, 2 Omega, 1 Palladius, or Palladius, whatever, 1 Prayespe, I don't know, it used to be called Beehive, but it's not that anymore, 1 Ptolemy M7, I'm totally messing up these names. 1 Emerald, Gaga Cowboy, Shockmaster, Leviathan Dragon, Utopia, Photo Knight Palladius, which is actually Radiant Liege Palladius, Photon Papilla Operative, Photon Strike Bouncer, and Wind Up Zenmains. Okay, so let's get into the choices of this deck, because Constellars actually have a lot of monsters, and I've only chosen maybe half of them, if not even that. I've chosen, like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of all of these monsters that they have. So I'm going to tell you why I chose just one. Algieri, spellcaster, 1600 attack, 1400 defense, level 4. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 Constellar monster from your hand. Awesome card because you can special summon another one of it, a Kaus, or a Pollux, and so it helps helps get plays off. If you normal summon Algieri and then special summon a Pollux, you can overlay, but for level 4. But if you go Algieri and Kaus, you can use its effect on Algieri and itself to make them both level 5, and then you get pluses that way. So now you can go into any level 5 XYZ, which I only run 2 level 5's, Palladius, which bounces cards, and Adrius, which destroys cards. So, and then let's keep going. Leonis, level 3, 1000 attack, 1800 defense, really good defense, because when this card is face up on the field, once per turn during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Constellar monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So he helps out a lot because you can set him, and then your opponent, let's say your opponent brings out like an 1800 attack monster or anything less than that, they attack it, it flips up, it stays on the field. On your next turn, you can go, alright, I'm going to normal summon, and then I'm going to use this effect to normal summon again, another monster. So it works out really well to get a bunch of stuff that you need to have happen. Next is Pollux. Pollux is almost the same thing as Leonis, except for it's during the turn it was normal summoned. You can normal summon 1 Constellar monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So it gives the same thing, but it has to be when it's normal summoned. And next is Constellar Siat. Now, this card I wasn't running at first. At first, I was running Sheridan. Sheridan is when this card is normal summoned, you can add add 1 Constellar monster from your deck to your hand. Siat, on the other hand, is a better choice. It's the Cyber Dragon of the deck. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't control any monsters, you can special summon it from your hand. And then once per turn, you can target 1 Constellar monster you control or in your graveyard. This card's level becomes the current level of that monster. Now, it can't be used for an XYZ summon XYZ material except for the XYZ summon of a Constellar monster. So I could, bring out Kaus. Let's say I special summon him, normal summon Kaus, use Kaus's effect to turn himself into level 5, and then use Siat's effect to copy him. So now they're both level 5, and then go into Palladius, or I can have them both become level 6 and have them go into M7, or I could just leave Kaos the way he is, copy and Siat, copy him to become level 4, and then go into Omega, or Precipice, or Beehive, which is what his name originally was. So yeah, so they work really well. The tour guide engine is there for other things and for, to get Darks in the Grave for BLS. The Tragodia, playing on Dueling Network, I've rarely pulled him. He's rarely showed up in my hand. He's good for XYZ summons because I can use him to go into other level 4s like Daigusto Emerald and stuff by just, he comes out in the field and I'll just target a level 4 in my grave, normal summon a Constellar, and then like overlay for an Emerald or Cowboy or anything. So it helps. The 10 keys are to pull out Kaos from the deck because he's a Beast Warrior. He's the only Beast Warrior I run. There's our other ones. Let's see, where's the other one? Here's the other one. Aldebaran, who is when he's normal summon, you can special summon a one level 3 Constellar monster from your hand, which is okay, but most of your Constellars are level 4 anyway. So he works really well. I also don't run Hades, which is 2 level 3 light monsters once per turn. You can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, change all monsters your opponent controls to face up defense. He's pretty good, but I'm usually going into level 4s in this deck. Because of I could go Leonis and then, normal summon See It, and then normal summon Leonis, and then go into a level 3 that way. But other ones other level 3s I go into are Zen Mains and Leviathan Dragon anyways. And I'm, kind of out of room. So the deck works really well. The 3 MSTs and the Heavy Storm work for back row hate because you don't want your stuff to get stopped. So it's good to just destroy their back rows. Photon Lead is awesome for those, Shockmaster plays. And what else do we have here? My traps here basically just for destroying their monsters, so that I can have open field. Because with Omega, I can just all face up Constellars become unaffected by spells and traps for the turn that I detach a material, so I can just run over things really fast, and this gets their monsters out of the way so they take more damage. The duality, because mainly I'm normal summoning at first, because I can normal summon Pollux and then get another normal summon, so I've never actually spell summoned unless I XYZ summon that turn. But duality, I'll get that just so that I can have find out a card, and then like everybody does with duality. And then avarice, because you're XYZ summoning so much and detaching materials that he helps shuffle things back into the deck. So that's it for the deck. There are other cards, as you see here, like a Star Chart. Once per turn, when a Constellar XYZ monster is special summon face up to your side of the field, you can draw 1 card. Kind of a wasteful card. Constellar Belt, the activations of light monsters effect cannot be negated. The thing is, the only one in this deck that really activates would be Algieti, Kaos, and I guess Siat, because Pollux and Leonis, they have continuous effects. So their effects don't really get negated. You can't really negate their effects with certain cards. Now, certain things can negate them, like you can still Veiler and stuff like that, and this would stop Veiler, but things that like Photon Strike Bouncer, their effects don't activate, they're continuous. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. And then they have this trap, Constellar Meteor. This turn, at the end of each damage step where a monster your opponent controls battled a Constellar monster but not destroyed by that battle, return that monster to your opponent controls to its owner's deck. It's good for you can just poke with a Leonis or something small into their BLS, and then after you activate that, BLS will go back to the deck. So it's good for that kind of stuff, or getting over Spirit Reapers and stuff. You can attack a Spirit. Let's say I have a Palladius on the field and an Omega. I'll attack with Omega into there. After flipping this up, attack into the BL into into the Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper then gets bounced back to the deck and then can attack with Politis. So yeah, so Omega does you detach one material from this card this turn. All face-up Constellar monsters you currently control are unaffected by spells and traps, and that's once per turn during either player's turn. Palladius is 2 level 5 lights. Once per turn during either player's turn, you detach material from this card to target one card on the field, return that target to the hand. And Praespy is during either player's turn when a Constellar monster you control is attacking or is attacked, you can detach one material from this card. That monster gains 1,000 attack until the end phase. So it's good, like, if you have a straight open field and you already have an Omega on the field, you can go into Praespy, I guess that's what it is, Praespy, and then use Omega's effect so that they're unaffected by spells and traps, and then attack with him, and then detach material to boost him up to 3,400, and then do it, can you do it again? No, it's only once per turn. So yeah, so then you can boost him up to 3,400. Or, yeah, you can do it like that way. That, and it works. M7, he's 2 level 6 monsters. You can also XYZ summon this card by using one face-up Constellar XYZ monster you control, except M7 as the XYZ material. So basically, when I've used all up of Omega or Pallades or Praespy's effect, I can then overlay it with an M7. So I'll have a nice big 2,700 attack monster on the field. Now his effect can't be activated the turn he's special summoned, which is kind of dumb, but the reason why they do that is so that you can't like summon Omega and then go right into M7 and then start using his effect, because then I'll have 3 materials and it gets crazy, because once per turn you can detach one XYZ material from this card, then target one monster on the field or in the graveyard, return that target to its owner's hand, because that would help. You can go Omega, detach for its effect, overlay for M7, M7's effect, put that monster back in your hand, and then normal summon it, and then use its effect to normal summon again, that's if you didn't normal summon that turn, and then you can go, alright, normal summon Algeti, let me normal summon Kaus, special summon Kaus, use Kaus's effect to go into 2 level 5s. So that's why they made it so you can't do it right away, because it'd be too crazy of plays to happen. But yeah, so that's the deck. It's pretty fun. I've been winning a couple matches. I played against an Evil Swarm deck and I beat it. I beat 6 Sams. I beat Dark Worlds. What else did I play against? I beat Exodia decks because I went first turn into Shockmaster and would call spells. That was pretty funny. Both of those players quit when it went to their turn and then tried to play a spell, and I was like, no, you can't play any spells, so they just quit, because it's like, don't play Exodia because you're just going to get, some people are going to have decks that are just going to stop your deck. I had a guy who said effing XYZ bullshit, and I said effing Exodia bullshit, and then he quit. It was pretty funny. So yeah, so that's the deck. I've got a new Facebook page. I'll put the link in the description. It's right here. It's Astral and Yuma. That's my it's the same as my Dueling Network thing, except for I use an ampersand on Dueling Network, and then here I can't. And I tried putting AND, but it wouldn't let me. So picture's loading really slowly. There it is. So Astral and Yuma. This is me playing against a Lightsworn deck, and I totally destroyed his Lightsworn deck. He got kind of mad about it. He was saying that, he wished he had more life points, but even if he did, because he had brought out a Lila, and then was going to bring out JD if I didn't negate Lila's effect, but if I knew he had more life points, then, because I used Strike Bouncer on his Lila to bring him down to 700 from 17, because he went to go use the effect to pop one of my cards. And this card right here is a D-Prison. So even if I didn't use it on Lila, and he special summoned JD and popped just one of my cards, when he brought out JD, I would have used it. His life points would have gone down. He would have attacked, and I either would have used Mirror Force or D-Prison, depending on which ones were there. So yeah, so that's the deck. And that's how it works, and it's fun. Any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up. share it, favorite it, do all that nice stuff, and pass it around, tell people about it. And thanks for watching.